Yes, y'all, we are live. Okay, this was my very first white privilege conference, and this is year 24. My name is Dr. Tracy Harrell, and this handsome dude in the center is Dr. Eddie Moore Jr. Can we give him a round of applause for an amazing 24 years? 24 years. We just found a quiet place. Just do a few reflections about the conference. This beautiful lady served as one of our MCs, hostess with the mostest. But Dr. Moore, how are you feeling right now after 24 years? You're about to roll into 25 years of miraculous change, of doing the work. How are you feeling right now? What do you want people to know about this work?
Well, feeling right now mixed emotions. Right? After it's done, it's a pretty exhausting process, putting on all the work happy, trying to meet everybody, trying to make everybody happy. So it's just morning, noon, and night. Exhausting to some extent, but also rewarding. I mean, I just never know really if the conference is working until you hear from the people. It's good to be here, having people stop and say, this is changing my life. This is having a positive impact. I'm so happy I was here. I'm so happy I came. So it's just really a happy time to know that something like the White Privilege Conference is having such a positive impact on folks all across the nation, the world even.
It's so beautiful. So, you tell me, how are you feeling? How many conferences have you done? Yeah, y'all. So Vanessa Roberts, she heard hers, we done the Colorado. And I was trying to figure it out. I went to the first conference in 2007 when it was in Colorado Springs. I was an undergrad, and WPC, my social justice home, is where I saw a black man get to be unapologetic black. I saw him get a vulnerable leader, transparent, live learning in front of thousands of folks. This is where I came up. This is where how I learned to facilitate in a relational way. This is where I learned to center the margins. This is where I learned that I get to be black or black and biracial or black queer, but I get to be me in whatever variant I feel. And it's incredibly powerful and affirming. Come up the ranks from attendee to my first workshop, my first professional workshop. Dr. Eddie grilled me. I was living in New York. I was attending grad school. And Dr. Eddie, I remember I was nervous. I submitted a proposal back then. He would call everybody and grill them. Be like, why do you think you want to present? What you got to do? You understand WPC? But why WPC? For people who have no clue what this is, why should other people be engaged? Why should people come next year? Why should they stay engaged in this process throughout the year? Why WPC? That's not what I'm saying. Well, for me, it's a place where I get challenged every time. But honestly, I'm super biased. I would much rather hear this is the first time I got to bring someone through with me. So you have three first time attendees. So I can say YWPC for a lot of reasons, the education, the connections, the networking, who you meet, get to rub elbows with the big wigs who got launched here and went right. But it's also, I don't know, it's different every time. I'm so curious what my crew might think. Why would you want to come back? Why are y'all in my ear talking about Project Voice to come take over and be all up in the space? And why are y'all into it? I'm just curious. That's why you're here. So we do have all three of them are first timers. Mm-hmm. Are you a first timer too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Four first timers, and this is called the White Privilege Conference. So we had to have some white. Thank you. Thank you very much. But that's the complicated thing. I benefit from white privilege because I have a white mom. There you go. We was able to leverage that on my behalf, on my brother's behalf, for us to have access to things that other brown and black kids don't have access to. They don't have access to a white parent with white middle class privilege. I agree. And the beauty of this is we have Dr. Moore. You talk about privilege. We all have privilege. I mean, you have privilege as being a male. I have privilege just being a heterosexual black female. There are things that we all can recognize we have privilege.
Yeah, in fact, we often say Everybody has it. Everybody has it.
Mm.
And the question is not where is it that you're privileged. The question is about what are you doing with it? How do you understand? Having privilege is not a bad thing. The question is what are you doing? And as you mentioned, sometimes it's one-fold, two-fold, threefold. You know, for myself, it may not be race, but I definitely have some gender, I definitely have some ability, I definitely have some class. So there's some components of privilege that are multiple in my life, and that's what we're trying to do. Not shame, not blame, not bash, just to say understanding privilege is a exceptional skill set. Because once you understand it, then you can do something.
Thank you so much. We're gonna ask the first timers. I'm gonna start to end it this way. What was your top one or two learnings from the Black Privilege?
There have been so many, but the first workshop I went to, we talked about it was amazing. And it was like a mini, it was like a vehicle to the whole conference. Like everything that he touched on in his happened in the whole conference.
Are you talking about Dante King?
Yes, Dante King, his book, 400 Years. Oh, that's my new best friend. Hey, Dante. And
Mine
so,
too, actually. Mine too. All right.
and Dr. E. And so, like, no, this is so amazing, right? I feel reaffirmed. I feel like I do have I not I feel I do have a lot of privilege. I see that just being in this space, and it's amazing to feel that way. I feel so great that I'm calling, I'm putting it out into the air right now that I get to come back next year and co-host some sort of fashion, as well as do a workshop because I have been beyond inspired. I already have my workshop in mind. So I'm just excited to continue to grow. And it's been the best, like seeing our young folks because they just smile the whole time.
Oh, okay. So what are your names and how old are you?
Oh, I didn't say my name, did I?
Say your name. Say
Tia
your name.
Ashante Trent, Denver, Colorado.
My name is Zura Fatima Mehebule. I go by Stacey. I'm 7 years old and I'm a and I would say that this experience has been very heartwarming. I think seeing different perspectives on not just like from POC people, but also on where they come from with their life. It's like I never saw it from who wasn't aware that they had white privilege and then finally noticed at like a moment, oh, I'm a white person and I do have this, as well as noticing like the type of privilege I have and where I also like making the connections. Like there are just so many amazing people that I've met and seeing different people's lives. I feel like eye opening things. I'm Summer Smith. I'm 21. I'm also some of the I went to a couple of different festivals that you are not this circle. I see some about radical healing. I've learned a lot of that reaffirming the work that I'm 14 to 24. And it's just, I feel like this is what I re-inspired to bring in my passion, show myself more so that I can go back to them and be able to share this information with my youth and also my colleagues. Like our whole staff needs to be here next year. And I'm so excited because like that idea of even giving workshops, like you said, there's so many things we can also bring into the space that I'm excited about. I think everybody needs to hear. Everybody's new, like this space is amazing. Asking about like even asking about their you with the like you your partner a little bit, talking about what it would be like to bring this information to how can I bring back to my and go back to my school where it's and teach them about the things that privilege is there, that it's okay to be comfortable because you have to be comfortable with go to and it's just young people like y'all really doing the work and trying to make a difference, whether you're black, brown, white. Everybody needs to make a difference so that we can have a better humanity. And everybody needs to like be all over the country. Like I'm so excited and I want to with like
I love this. I love this. You would think that we had planned, scripted some of this out. Let me be clear. I'm using a walker, barely making it. Every person I come across, I'm just being honest. Every person I come across is these gems. This is the community. What did you say the theme was going to be next year? Family reunion?
Family reunion.
Y'all, it's such. I mean, just being here, I've already met family, people that I'm going to get. I don't have to look far. Stones throw away, and this is what you get every session. People that are just amazing. So let's hear from you, young lady. What is your name? And tell us what was maybe the top 2, 3 learnings for you.
My name is Sophia. I live in Philadelphia. I went to a mostly white school, private school. So, as a white person surrounded by whites, I think it's really important for people to be exposed to this and to get more people speaking about this like, supremacy, privilege, other. Um, so I want to bring back to my school. I'm hoping next year that I can bring students at the school to this class. But I think like this is so yeah.
Okay. So I know you're going to be honest. You've already established that you're a fan. So I know you're going to be honest. Because again, it's not scripted. We just grabbed some people saying, let's do the recap for the day. So this is not planned. But even the title, the White Privilege Conference, makes some people feel uncomfortable, right? So talk to your white people. Talk to your white people and be honest. Did you feel uncomfortable? And if so, it's okay that you did. Where are you at in your comfortability with the word, with the experience, and what would you say to people about why they step into this?
Well, it's not someone who might come to it feel like it's needed. But that's not what it's about. It's not saying, oh, what good. It's about um, so it's
Did you
not
feel attacked?
no, I personally did it, but I know a lot of people did it. Coming in. But then I feel like once
The
they
idea.
actually the idea of like when you're like there I know a lot of people this coming into it, but then that
So you tell me this, speak a little louder for me too, but what made you feel comfortable? And what was it? Was it just the fact that you were surrounded by love and people who were providing information and like you clearly you didn't feel attacked in any way. It was more information, it was optimization, it was an opportunity. But like talk to the white people.
well I mean it isn't necessarily comfortable. It's but I mean it's more like something I just accept. And I think white people just kind of have to be able to be a little comfortable. And the more you accept that it's not all about your comfort, then you get more comfortable talking to people.
And her mom is right there on the
Yeah.
other side of the camera. For anyone who's watching this, her mom is right there smiling, looking gorgeous. So we're not like you have been captive. We haven't brought this young girl captive. She's not been
You haven't
kidnapped.
been isolated from the flock, all right? All right, all
Her
right.
white mom
Right,
is
all
right
right.
behind the
Everyone,
camera.
don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic.
You want to come up here for a second? Real quick?
sure.
We need some evidence. I want this to be out of
Evidence of the
context.
white
I had this white girl surrounded by a bunch of black people saying how comfortable she was.
Here I am.
So,
All right, I'm off.
no, 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 no. Wait, real quick, 30 seconds. Last thing. So we're gonna have her say something, and you're gonna share. So just come down. I'm not sure if you're gonna be. Okay. Hello.
I'm right here. Sorry, excuse me.
Angle myself.
So, so just share real quick. What were your highlights from the? Who are you? And what were your highlights from the conference?
So I'm Kari Richards, and I'm from Philadelphia as well. And I loved the people here. I was so happy that they were open and excited about coming to have such a phenomenal experience. That's been great for me because that's been my experience over the years. And other conferences similar to conferences is just the growth that happens. And just the connection and just expansion of the world is really events. So I just think it's wonderful. I definitely end up being
Welcome. So, what would you share as your top two lessons learned in this conference, or just in the competition? If you're talking to your white people about why they support
white people.
White
So, people out there. Let's see.
Well, actually, you're talking to all people because I actually heard from some black people. Someone at the conference was saying that some black people at their job saw an email go out about the white privilege conference. And she said the black people were like, oh, that's not good. Back to you about why that is. Go ahead and talk to whomever and all of us about why this is for anyone.
So
you were telling your lessons first, and then you're going to say.
Well, the lessons I think are always back to self. And I know as a white person who's been in spaces, I tend to intellectualize everything, separate myself. So, and kind of that's what specifically, and just Dr. Forrest such on the experiential piece, like it's like really bad experience. You can't just say feel, you have to feel it. So
together, right? Because we were in that workshop and you said something and then I said, that's her question. You know,
You asked?
Oh, you asked? Yeah, I did. See,
We didn't know
I'm doing better.
That's
See?
growth.
See?
Everybody can grow. Everybody can grow.
And so I did, but you were so open and honest, right? And didn't get offended and try to defend yourself or anything like that. So that's what it's doing, right? Supposed to never come, whether you're white, whether you're black, brown, not to come open to what is happening. Because I said, like he said, blacks are like, this is not for me. I told people, I was like, yeah, this conference. I said, it's called the white privilege conference. And so they got interested. Yeah. But I think that when you hear that, you're like, what? You know they got privilege. But then once you get here, you're like, oh, you got a power.
It's interesting. So we're going to end because I know there's a couple other things that Dr. Moore needs to go attend to. As we transition, what we did say and we committed to do is to maintain this level of energy and community throughout the year. So we're going into the 25th year, y'all. It's going to be fire, to use your word. You defined fire earlier as, what was the definition of fire?
Really making it happen.
Making it happen.
Things at a high level that's contributing positive to the community. That's fine.
All right. Well, we're about to be fire in 25th year. So tell us a little bit about year 25 and what people can expect moving into that year, like some level of continuity, consistency. We're going to be bringing some things to you so that you don't have to wait for next year or the following year. If you want to bring people from your organization, you got to ease them into it. You got to kind of provide them with some points of connection so that they're ready for a full immersion, right?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that's good. Year 25, I think it's going to be a good buy year. And then good work in the 20th century year. But white supremacy is at an all-time high. It's at a new level of production. And I think 25 is really going to be a calling for us to reassess, to regroup, to reconfigure, to really just rearrange our thinking around what's next these next 25 years. So we want to say thank you. I want to celebrate the people who have been grinding over these previous 25 years. That family, a family reunion of those who've been there these last 25 years. And now talking about those who are coming on board for these next 25 years. What that work is going to look like, what we're going to need from y'all, what we're going to need from each other. Because the challenges are going to be different as we look ahead. So I'm excited because when you're shifting and evolving, it can be a little frightening because you're not sure. But when it's divine inspiration, when it's something bigger than you, right, you can't hold back. And this is my path. So I'm excited to be leaving 24 feeling like we did it. Right?
I was here.
Post-pandemic, so to speak, it's bounced back, and I was worried, are we going to get 100 people, a couple hundred people? But the family showed up and showed out here at 24. And 25, we're going to call everybody back. If you've been at the White Privilege Conference from 2000 to 2023, come home, come back. Let's celebrate the grinding that's happening.
Yes.
And then for those of us who are just now becoming acquainted, building new family, whether it's some of us dinosaurs from the old, some budding young stars ahead of us, it's time to regroup. Because white supremacy is working, y'all. They out there evolving like a rapper, making new tracks, coming up with new ways to describe their music, coming up with new ways to dress, to infiltrate. And we got to be just as innovative, grounded in Black genius, Black excellence, and Black love. That's the key. So we're going to challenge, love, love, love. So, Tulsa, can I say Tulsa, Oklahoma? I hope so.
Wait, you can't just say Tulsa. You also need to get them ready for 2026 in Washington State.
Sister Kelly, you out there in Tulsa. This is what's unique about this endeavor is we already know where we're going to go 2 years from now.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
actually a 1-2 punch.
It's absolutely a
And
1-2.
Dr. Tracy, y'all heard that.
Listen, it's
She make me tired. Now somebody make the effort. But yeah, we're seriously excited to be talking about 24 and 25.
Yes.
I'm sorry, 25 and 26 in the year 24 and 25.
Yes.
In combination.
Absolutely.
And so thank y'all for joining us for this closing. Thank y'all for being here. And shout out. And we're looking forward to WPC 25. But let me just say WPC 24 Mesa, Arizona. Hey. Out.
Yes.